I am Helena Keating, and this is my husband Matt, and we own Mint Painting. We specialize in residential repaints and cabinet repaints.
I actually heard about Blue Collar Connect when I showed up to a job site that I was on. I had talked to Andrew with Gutter Done. We were going to do a B&I group, and he told me, no, you should check this out instead. And within 10 minutes, I was hooked.
We were needing a networking group. We didn't have anything before. It was just always just us. And then when we found out about Blue Collar, what it stood for, the education, and just being able to make connections with other business owners, it was an easy yes for us.
For me, it was a little bit less about the networking, more about the education side of it. I realized that there was a lot of stuff that I didn't know as a business owner. I could do my job, no problem, but it doesn't mean I could hire and network and do the accounting and all the backside of the stuff. So I was like, yeah, let's go.
We were just spinning our wheels. Like it was just him doing all of the work and I was helping when I could. It was just always a circle of us. So we didn't have anybody to get feedback from, discuss things, learn from, all of it. We had nothing.
Yeah, I always said our circle is us two. It's really an oval because I do one of these things. There's been many times in the past where I was like, I'm done, I can't do this anymore. I've been too overwhelmed with the amount of work and too overwhelmed with the amount of stress that happened just being by myself, doing the bidding, the buying of the materials, the talking to people, and doing the job on top of that. I had been said many times, I'm done, I'm just going to close up shop and just move on with life. But she had talked me into stay a little bit longer, let's hire some people and see how it works. I've known the contractors just to be jerks and people who they're only in it for themselves. They couldn't care less about the other guys and the people around them, and everybody's competition to them. But what really surprised me was that how welcoming everybody was and how they kind of just wrapped their arms around us and said, come with us on this journey. Once you get these people in your life, you realize that the sky truly is the limit and nothing is there to stop you.
The friendships, the connections were, we didn't know how much we needed it until we realized how much we needed it, and it's been awesome.
I think somebody said it the best, collaboration starts at the top, competition starts at the bottom. Where do you want to be? I want to be collaborating with other people because that's how we all win. The moment that sticks out to me the most was, I've said this in the past and I'll continue to say it again, never in my wildest dreams did I ever think we'd be in a place that we are. And there's one thing that really sticks out is we haven't done everything that we've been told to do because we don't have the energy, the time to implement every single thing that we've been told to do. But Joe had mentioned in one of our meetings, if you should strive for $100,000 of revenue a month. Never in my life did I ever think that was possible. And then in May it happened. And now in May it happened, and it's going to happen again in June. It's an overwhelming thing that you can go from just wanting to close up shop because everything is so overwhelming and all the stuff, to now having a whole bunch of employees and it just is just exploding in front of your face, and you're just like, I guess I'm along for the ride. I don't know what else to do here. And you just keep doing, because if you stop doing, it just crashes and burns in front of you, and that all of that work was for nothing.
In August, we brought on our main guy, and since then we have 7 painters, we have a full-time admin, and we're looking to hire at least a few more.
The amount of success that we've had is directly attributed to Blue Collar, and when you look at where we were a year ago today is May 19th. We hadn't even heard of Blue Collar on May 19th of last year. And now, with the amount of employees that we have, we can hit goals that we never thought were attainable. We don't have to think about where the next dollar's coming from because they're there. The only thing we have to think about is where can we fit this person in to get their paint job done, because they're just coming in left and right now.
There's a level of understanding when you have business friends that is unmatched. It's not feeling alone anymore. It's having people that we can turn to when we have questions. Just being able to have that, network of people that you can trust and you can turn to, but you can also have fun and, enjoy life with. It's awesome.
The sense of camaraderie and the amount of people that will, on a whim, will talk to you about something that you don't know anything about that they do, a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people would not go out of their way. The thing is that in itself is worth everything. The fact that they come around and literally rally around us, they don't know us from anybody else, but the fact that they rally around us is just like mind-blowing, that somebody who is way further along in their knowledge and their walk in life will come behind us and just be like, here, let me explain everything that I know real quick. It's crazy. It's 100% worth it. I have had many conversations with people at the very beginning when we first joined Blue Collar. I was skeptical. I was super skeptical. I sat down and I asked people, hey, what's your percentage of business that you got from Blue Collar? And every single one of them said at least 70% or higher. And I was like, there's no way. Well, I'm here to tell you that is way. You just do just a small amount of information and implement that stuff, and you could 20x, 50x your investment without a doubt. If you're thinking about joining or even heard about it and just want to see what it's about, it's worth 100%. You know, we're living proof that just doing just a tiny amount puts you in a whole different situation that you never thought you'd be in.
Best decision ever.
That's spot on.